Welcome to the D, baby.
313 Detroit's love, the Motor City. Detroit's love, can't nothing stop me. Detroit's love, I love my city. Detroit's love.
Another episode of Middle Ground with JLE L.L.C, where we treat you like family. That is the theme song, Detroit Love, from my first album, The JLE Experience. Have another awesome guest for you today. Make sure I don't mess your name up. She don't throw nothing at me.
My name is Yesenia. You can call me Jessie during the episode. So
Okay, but I want to be proper because we got a lot of letters behind your name here. Yesenia,
there you go.
Malave.
Malave.
I almost got it right.
Almost got it.
RN-BSN FNP-S. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm
Tell the
happy
audience.
to be here.
I appreciate you. Tell the audience a little about yourself.
Well, I am a nurse, BSN nurse right now. I'm currently working as an ICU nurse. My background is I came from Puerto Rico. I did my bachelor in Puerto Rico, and then I transitioned to Florida, where I struggled a little bit at the beginning because of the change and of nursing environment from Spanish to English. And in 2019, I started my master's degree program at the end of 2019 for family nurse practitioner, which I am gonna be done on March 16.
Woohoo!
Yes.
Party time.
I also been a medical surgical nurse. I've been treating patients outpatient and inpatient and observation. Been working with patients outpatient as a family nurse practitioner student. And I'm done with my clinicals. I'm ready to graduate now.
Okay. So what led you to this path?
Well, first I wanted to be a chemist. That's how I
Wow.
started. So
Okay.
I figured that chemist was a little hard for me.
You smart.
I don't know. I guess it was meant to be because I remember that when I was in second grade,
Mhm.
I dressed up as a nurse for an character day and
Okay.
employee day and what you wanted to be when you grow up day. I always said I want to be a nurse, and here I am. I am a nurse.
Yeah, you spoke into existence.
Yes.
Now, what is Hispanic RN life?
So this is a blog that I created because I realized how living in Central Florida, still that there's a big Hispanic population,
Mhm.
how language barrier is still a thing.
Wow.
And one coworker came up with this idea: you should teach us basic Spanish that we use here in the ICU to assess our patient. And I was that hit my head and was spinning around for a while, and I was like, I should take that into consideration and make it real.
Mhm.
So I started this mini series of videos where I teach how you're going, for example, assess neurological status in a patient intubated, let's say like that. I said it in Spanish and I
Mhm.
repeat it in English. I record myself and I also make a kind of like a table
Okay.
and post it on Instagram and my Facebook page where you're able to see, hear, and read ways of what exactly I'm trying to say to the patient, an example in a neurological exam.
Mhm. That's awesome.
Yes. And through these pages, I have connected with more Hispanic nurses
Mhm.
that they're all striving and they are all making a difference. And that's exactly what I'm here for. I want to make a difference. I want to make my patients feel comfortable. I want to make them feel like somebody understands their language, or at least somebody tries to understand them and makes
Okay.
their stay better.
Yeah, that
Um,
does matter.
Not only language barrier, when you look at a patient as multicultural, beliefs are different. The way they look at health is different. Eh, some cultures has rituals.
Hmm.
Religious also makes a big influence in health. So at least they can have one of their components and feel included.
Okay. And what has been the impact so far of teaching?
Well, I have had a couple followers that, for an example, another coworker that say, "Hey, I'm very interested, so I want you to translate this for me." So I have had requests. I have
Okay.
had positive feedback from what I'm doing, and so this particular coworker now works in a doctor's office,
Hmm.
and she asked me specifically how to tell the patients like what brings you in this visit, tell them that you're taking their vital signs and stuff like that, because you just don't want to approach a person and start doing stuff without explaining what are you doing.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Yes. So that's one of the parts that I have seen improvement. Also, um more most likely within co-workers, I had another guy that he's a transporter at the hospital, and he
Hmm.
saw one of my posts. He started following me, and he also requests, "Hey, I want to know how to tell the patient, hey, I'm transporting you to X-ray, I'm transporting you to MRI, my name is this, and I'm going to be your transporter today, we're taking you to this place." So I feel like they do really want to learn, and I'm there to help them.
Yeah, that's a big thing because if you gotta come there, take them somewhere, and they can't understand the language barrier, that's gonna skyrocket their blood pressure. They're like, "What they gonna do to me? I'm freaking out." But if they can communicate, they're gonna be chill.
Exactly.
Now, what does an ICU nurse do?
So we take care of critically ill patients that require sometimes from just normal IV drip type medications that
Mhm,
need to be observed and titrate very cautiously, like for example, high heart rate, all the way to
mhm.
somebody that needs complete assistance is ventilator, like life support.
Okay.
And this the ICU I work specialize in medical pretty much, so
Mhm.
all conditions, all body system. The only thing we have apart is like a neurological ICU, and we have out of our unit like a trauma and surgical ICU. So we specialize more in medical condition like diabetes, respiratory issues. We do get a lot of right now COVID, a lot
Oh,
of patients requiring mechanical ventilation from COVID. So, and it's a 27 bed unit, and pretty much we're always full.
oh wow. Yeah, everybody go travel down there.
Yeah, it's Florida, so
Yeah.
now it's snowbird season, so everybody's down here.
Yeah. Well, y'all by the ocean. A lot of cool stuff down there to check out.
It is. Florida's nice, actually. One of the reasons I actually moved to this, I'm in the east coast of Florida
Mhm,
and Daytona Beach area. One
mhm,
of the reasons I moved here is because I'm used to Puerto Rico, which is a small island. You have water everywhere, you have beach
mhm.
everywhere. So it was going to be very tragic for me to move upstates and have snow.
Oh, you don't want to come to Michigan?
No.
Get all this snow. We supposed
Visit. I actually want to go see snow.
Come on, get you a shovel. Get that
No,
cardio in.
I want to go make snow angels
Oh
and
no.
snowman with my daughter and come back to Florida. Visit.
You want
I'll
the
let
fun
you guys
part?
deal with the rest.
I got you. Yeah, driving through it sucks.
Hmm.
Now, what is an FNP student?
So FNP stands for Family Nurse Practitioner.
Huh.
So it's a master's degree at an advanced level. And as a nurse practitioner, I will be able to assess, diagnose, evaluate, and um, treat patients. My goal as an FMP will
Mhm.
be also focus on Hispanic community to be able to provide care
Okay.
to this Hispanic community here that will need Spanish providers.
Okay. What is it like right now with providers?
So, what do you mean?
Like, is it do it need more, or are you just adding?
Actually, so pretty much they say nurse practitioner is kind of saturated,
Okay.
but I feel like it's not because nurse practitioners can take the role of primary care providers. We can be your PCP,
Okay.
and that's a big opportunity for doctors to go further and specialize.
Okay.
Even
All
that nurse practitioners can also specialize in different things.
right. Mm-hmm.
But I guess that being a mid-level provider, it's been researched that we can take as good care as a doctor as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mhm.
So, what have been some challenges along the way so far?
Well, there's always a couple. There's always a
Yeah,
couple.
you like,
Always
like, oh, okay. Get it off your chest. This show about you. Get it off.
all right. Yeah. So at the beginning, when I came to Florida, like I mentioned, one of the struggles was relearning a whole bachelor that I learned in Spanish,
Ah.
just translated completely to English.
Mm.
So that was the first struggle I had. Then I went through a process of getting certified here, licensed here in
Mm-hmm.
Florida, because even though Puerto Rico is part of United States, it's um, it's treated like a foreign country when
Wow.
it comes to license.
Wow.
So
How about that?
it took me about a year to get all paperwork, all credentials, and everything straight up in order for me to sit for boards here and get the NCLEX exam, which the NCLEX is the RN examination for
Mm-hmm.
the license. And that was one of the biggest struggle. That was
Now, was it all still the same, and they just want you to go through the process here, or was there some difference?
so since I did not have experience, I graduated straight, came over here. So they pretty much wanted to make sure that the program I was at Puerto Rico, it's the curriculum was exactly the same that they use here,
Okay.
which it is. It's just it goes through a different audits pretty much. It went through a couple audits.
Okay. Man,
But
you
a
just said,
nurse that comes with experience, I think it will be like a little bit easier to get licensed if you're not taking the exam. Because
okay.
you can do it by endorsement or you can do it by sitting for the boards.
Okay. Yeah, you said it was some bass in your voice.
Yes,
Like,
I do have
really?
more
I've done this
information
already.
about that in my page. So if there's any Hispanic nurses that want to get on the boat, on the nursing boat over here in Florida. So I do have more information of steps. I have a video on my Facebook page on all the steps in order to get the license.
And we nicely put your Instagram, Facebook across the bottom. You check
Yes,
you out. Shout out
yes,
to Alexandra for referring you to be a great interview. Great story to be told.
yes, absolutely.
Soon to be Dr. Spice.
Yes, she's amazing.
Yeah, she really is. So, well, I should already. So once you finally get your master's, would you do a doctorate too, or are you good at the master's?
I want to take kind of like a break
Okay.
and see how things go. I don't want to. I don't want to aim to the doctorate, definitely.
Okay.
For now, I'm not in a hurry since there's not really a big pay difference between a master degree nurse practitioner as a doctorate nurse practitioner. It's always good to have the doctorate. It
Hmm.
includes more knowledge. It comes, it's always look good. It's heavy on your resume to see that doctorate. So
True.
even that's one of the big things right now. um I'm still thinking about what doctorate path to take because I also like epidemiology, and that's something you will always need. As you can see with all these COVID cases, you always will need epidemiologist.
Good point on that one.
Mm. Like healthcare, you always will need healthcare. There's no robot, no computer that will replace healthcare.
Nah, unless we make Captain America super serum, then everybody gonna want that, and they're gonna charge a
No.
lot for that. It's gonna need healthcare, like you said. You're gonna need it.
Yes.
Now, would you want your own practice down the road?
Down the road, yes. As a new graduate, you gotta get a couple hours. I say a couple, but they're like 3,000 hours. A couple, just a
A
couple.
couple. I'm like, well, you gotta do like about
Uh,
10. Good.
you gotta get your experience under a doctor,
Okay.
under a osteopathic or an MD or a DO. You gotta get your practice under a doctor, get
Okay.
experience, and then in Florida, this it's different from state to state, of course.
Hmm.
The Board of Nursing of Florida requires the 3,000 hours, and then you can apply for
Wow.
autonomous to be autonomous. And once you're autonomous, then I will be able to open my own practice.
Ah, okay.
And for now, like I mentioned, I would like to uh, open a practice based on primary care. I can treat anybody, but I really want to specialize Hispanic population and make them feel welcome, make them feel that they'll have somebody that will understand them culturally, language, and take good care of them.
Okay. Would you ever go back home and put
To live,
to put up
mm,
a practice there too?
right now, nurse practitioners in Puerto Rico are starting.
Okay.
So there's a lot of misunderstanding of the concept of nurse practitioners,
Hmm.
and a lot of our older populations, they don't really understand what's the difference
Ah,
or what's the role. So it's gonna take a couple years for Puerto Rico to get used to nurse practitioners and to see that nurse practitioners can provide the same excellent care as a doctor.
so the old school ain't trying to get on board.
Yeah.
You don't have your stuff with.
I'll go there for vacations. I'll stay
Oh,
in Florida.
okay.
I like Florida so far.
Yeah, you been to Disneyland yet?
Huh?
Is it Disneyland down there or Magic Kingdom or something?
Yeah, but I'm not near close that. No. I'm
Oh,
I am like an hour and a half from there, and I'm glad because that's just heavy traffic every day, every
oof.
minute. I don't want to deal with that.
Oh no. Yeah, I don't like traffic like that either.
No.
Whenever I would go visit family in the South, in Michigan, go to another city might be 15, 20 minutes. Down there, what's a country mile? Dude, it's past 30 minutes. We still driving. What's the
Yep.
problem?
That's exactly how it is in all the Disney area.
Mm, yeah.
and you have an international airport that receives flights from all around the world. So it's always busy over there.
Wow. Now, how is Puerto Rico? What's it like over there?
It's beautiful. It's very beautiful. It's a small island with people with a big heart. Um, it got really destroyed because of Hurricane Maria a couple years ago. It's going to be about 4 years ago. It was the
Yeah.
Hurricane Maria. So, and it's been struggling way before then, but that just made the situation worse. And of course, let's not start about politicians. Government there, it's very difficult to deal with, and but the people is nice.
Okay.
The food is amazing,
Uh-huh.
and they strive. Puerto Ricans are hard workers, and they will excel and succeed in whatever they put their focus in.
Okay.
The
Now,
beaches are beautiful. They it's like a mini Hawaii. I don't know if you
oh,
ever. It's like a mini Hawaii. Very island vibes, and it's beautiful. The beaches are beautiful.
now, given the strong population of Florida, you still able to get the same home cooking?
Oh
Nice.
yeah, actually, not in the area I live. I
Okay.
have to drive at least 45 minutes to get good Puerto Rican food.
Damn. That's
So
the food.
if any Puerto Rican from Orlando is listening to this, please open a food truck in Daytona Beach area. I'm pretty sure you're gonna be super successful.
Okay.
Because a lot of people love Puerto Rican food, and that's one thing that I have seen here. Like, oh, there's no Puerto Rican food around here. Where do you go? People ask me, where can I get Puerto Rican food? It's like, obviously not here. You gotta go to 45 minutes.
Now, what's one dish that's awesome that need to be checked out?
Say it again.
What's one dish that is awesome that someone should check out?
Well, one of our famous dish from Puerto Rico for Christmas is Arroz Con Gandules, which is like yellow rice with green peas. It's delicious. Um, a version of pulled pork,
Okay.
but it's like roasted pork, super
Ah,
yummy. They do
okay.
pasteles as well for Christmas. That's like our typical Christmas dish. But you can eat it all year long. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Good food is good
And
food.
so that's one of the most famous plate from Puerto Rico. But
Mhm.
my favorite is
Okay.
mofongo.
What's that?
So mofongo is made of mashed plantain, green plantains.
Okay.
It's super yummy. You have to try it. Everything plantains, green plantains base is my favorite. I love it.
Awesome.
Cool.
Matter see, do we got something like that up here in Michigan somewhere?
You probably there's always a Puerto Rican community everywhere, so you might find a Puerto Rican food around.
Somebody I know.
Yes, somebody will know.
That's pretty cool. Well, last question I ask everybody. What advice do you have for someone trying to find their purpose?
Oh, well, I will tell them to listen deeply to their heart and just follow their instinct. Because when you're meant to do something and when you're meant to succeed, you're going to succeed in any way. Goods or bads, it will work in your favor. And one of the things that I will always say is like, never give up. Never give up. And the sky is the limit. Like, what can be worse? To try it or to not to try it? What if? Don't think what if. Just do it and find out.
That's awesome advice right there. Forgot. Don't you got a podcast too, or you was a guest on a podcast?
I was a guest on a podcast with Mr. Jenkins.
Okay.
It's in Apple. podcast. Mhm.
How'd you like that experience?
I like that. That was my first podcast experience. I enjoy it, and it's really powerful to share your knowledge and to meet other people and share experiences with each other. It's just powerful because we all have something to learn from each other.
That's true. I've learned a lot today about your
Mhm.
profession and what Puerto Rican food is awesome to try out.
Other than that dish, I told you, eat mofongo. That's my favorite.
I'm gonna find it. What you talking about? I gotta know what's going on with it.
Yeah, find
So
but find some good mofongo. Like, there's people that know how to do it. Some a little bit, not that much.
okay.
But once
Find the
you try
real
a
ones then
good
now.
one, keep going to that place.
Okay. I got you. Some know what they're doing, some don't. I got you.
Cuban places, some of Cuban places and Dominican places, they also do really good mofongo too.
Ah,
So our seasoning is kind of similar.
okay. That sounds awesome. So, how's this experience for you?
Say it again.
How was this experience for you?
Well, this is my first live. I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, I've been trying to like, no, I need to do something like relax. You're good.
Yeah, but
Awesome.
as long as I start speaking, then the nerves go away, and I'm sure that the more I am exposed, I'm gonna get better at it.
Oh, you did awesome.
I am very happy for you giving me this opportunity just to be here, and people can see my face, not only like, oh, she's just another normal nurse. I'm here to help other people, especially Hispanic population that really think, oh, I don't want to go over there because I struggle with English or I struggle with nursing, or
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna watch this and at least one nurse will say, she did it, I can do it, and I'm gonna do it.
That's why.
That's all I want to be. I want to share. Like, if you know something and you're good at it, why don't you share it? Why don't you help others?
You should.
That's what really I want to do. I want to help people.
That's. I mean, I'm definitely going to start doing other shows about other topics, politics, relationships, whatever.
Mhm.
But God does have me on this path to find amazing individuals making strides in their purpose to encourage someone else to find theirs. So, if someone watching this, when they do watch it, might want to go to what you're doing, and the information I'm thankful that you shared. They know what it's like.
Absolutely.
And if they're from your culture, they got a better understanding of language barriers, other challenges, whatever. So it's going to help some people.
Absolutely. And that's the purpose, just like you said.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate you say you call you Jesse, right?
Yes.
We found it now. Future master's graduate Jesse, RN, BSN, FNP-S. You're going to have some more letters behind that.
I'm going to keep adding letters to that,
Yeah, I'll see that coming.
My name is long enough. So imagine me saying my full name, my full Hispanic name, first name, second name, two last name, RN, BSN, MSN, FMP, DMP, keep going.
We got to. I see doctors, so I know it's going to happen. I see a podcast possibly as well, doing it live. I see you doing some awesome stuff, sharing the knowledge.
I will work into it. I will work into it, and that's in my future too. I really want to do that.
Oh, anyway, I can help you. Let me know.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I've been figuring this out on my own. I'm doing okay, I think. But
Thank
I
you
do.
thank you for all you do, and thank you for giving people the opportunity to actually speak about their businesses and their purposes as well.
Yeah, I'm humbled that y'all share y'all story because you ain't got to share. You charge somebody, and
Absolutely.
that's something I think people out here. Well, I'm not LeBron or Jay-Z, whoever. Like, yeah, but you're you. And if they
Exactly.
see someone doing what they're thinking about doing, you ain't got no excuse not to try.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope you have an amazing day. I'm definitely going to figure out where Michigan has this food you keep talking about.
Yep.
Check it out. See what the hubbub is.
Yeah.
Gonna get you back on here again.
I'll send you some pictures of the mofongo so you know what to look for.
Okay. Yeah. I'm like, no, this ain't what she showed me. That ain't it. No. Thanks, but no thanks. We're going somewhere else. All right. You have a great day.
You as well. Thank you so much.
All right.